All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew. Brandy is not ready. Sorry for all the noise. We are episode 1044 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is going to be Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It's going to be a good night because Brandy's going to show you how to get answers right without knowing the content. It's going to be a good one, and we are glad that you all made the decision to be here. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And that's all that matters. Even if you're on the replay right now, we got a lot of people on the East Coast and then the Midwest that watch us. So thank you all for checking us out in the morning. And if that's the case, please subscribe and let your somebody know. It might help them out. Yep. So we are so happy to have all of you here. Like I said, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, as all nights we talk about it. All nights we talk about it. And I know some people are tired of me talking about it in the beginning, and they're like, can't Brandy just do her thing and then we can leave? No, because positive mental attitude is the main component of getting this thing done. Brandy's been talking about the 3 aspects of passing, right? What are those 3 aspects, Brandy?
They are, I'm coming in. Okay. They are content simplified in keywords. It is your test taking skills and, of course, your mindset.
There you go. There you go. Mindset. Most people fail these exams on the way there. I'm just letting you know. Most people overstudy because they're afraid they don't know enough when they really don't need to know a lot, to be honest. And sometimes people know way too much, and guess what? They fail anyway. There's people that go and, they take a 489-page book and they go read it over and over again because that's what they were told to do, and they still fail. They don't pass. Why? How is that? They know, hey, go pass all those Q bank questions and get like a 90%, and then they fail. And then they're like, well, how come? Guys, positive mental attitude and also not having those test taking techniques, and you're leaning into false promises there. Those Q banks are not on the exam. Those questions are not even worded the same as they are on the exam. So some say, well, what is the point? The point is what you're doing while you look at those questions. Are you looking for are you observing? Are you looking for those keywords? Are you looking for those connections? Are you truly listening to what a question is asking? Or are you just going through the motions and memorizing question to answer through your Q banks? That's what most people do. They are not looking at exactly what the question is actually asking, and they're just going through the motions. They think that they are knowing this stuff. And that's why one of those things that we don't do, I know some people love doing this, and some people feel like it's like a big thing because a lot of those other study preps, they do this where they go, well, you got to master each chapter, and then you take a unit quiz afterwards. And then once you master that, then you go on to the next one. What do you say to that, Brandy?
That I've only seen that work twice.
And here's the other thing. Guess what? The exam, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
It's not. It's almost like, how can I put it? It's the difference. Okay, this will apply to some people who studied martial arts or actually did boxing or anything like that. You go to those, you learn and you spar with people, and sometimes they have an instructor that tells you, okay, this person's going to punch you
Like,
and you're going to block.
Right.
It's not choreographed. They just kind of tell you what's going to happen and how to react to it. And then but if it goes out of order, you don't know how to respond to it. Kind of like a real fight. A real fight, they don't tell you what's going to happen. Any of you that have not been in a real fight, guess what? The other guy or lady or whoever doesn't go, hey, I'm going to punch you in the head right now. And then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to block it. And then, oh, I'm going to kick you. Okay, I'm going to do that. Guys, that's not how it works at all. That's not how it works at all. You don't know what's coming at you. That's how the real exam is. It's not choreographed through unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It doesn't tell you this is from section area 1. So you can go automatically go in your brain and go, oh, this is going to be taxes that they're going to talk about. Okay, my brain is now switched to taxes. No, they don't. In fact, they confuse it all up, and you don't even know if you're answering an options question or you're answering a Question about what?
TPPs.
There you go. Don't even know. Your brain's not even, you're not even formulated in your head. You got to keep your wits about you. You got to keep that mental strength. And again, I know I don't want to bring up the fight, analogy, but I'll roll with it because there might be some scrappy people on here. If you've ever been in a fight, most of it is mental. It's a mental toughness. It's a getting back up when you've been knocked down. It is knowing that it's okay that I might not have reacted the best on that last one, but I'm going to hit back and I'm going to go react the other 3 or 4 or 5 times, right? And I'm going to win the fight. It's keeping your head in it. It's realizing it's okay that everything is confused. It's okay to know that not everything is structured. And that's one of the things that most people don't like about us is we don't structure it. Guess what? Because the exam's not structured. The exam is not structured. The real exam is not structured. The real exam is not structured. The real exam is not telling you what's going to come at you. And most people mess this up hard when they're studying the SIE because most people listen to their office and they go, well, if you master, I don't even know anymore because it's like so screwed up.
Chapter blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. You just got to know your options and your taxes, and that's an area, whatever, blah, and then you're going to pass. That's wrong. That's super wrong. Because everybody that puts this FINRA exam together, everybody puts these NASA exams together, knows that you're being told that, and guess what they do? They come at you with the other direction. They go, you know what? We know they're studying this. We know that they're overthinking them and thinking all these are math questions. We're going to make all these not math questions. We're going to make this all about the Patriot Act. We're going to make this all about stuff that we know they didn't get to at the end of their studies. We know we're going to go after stuff that they didn't pay attention to because everybody else told them to pay attention somewhere else. We know that they are super focused on mastering unit by unit, section by section. We are going to confuse this thing like a 52 card pickup. You know what 52 card pickup is? So when someone takes the cards and throws it across the room and you got to go pick them up, playing cards, 52 of them. That's what it's all mixed up. Nothing is matched up. It's chaos. But if you learn to find calm in the chaos, if you learn to have a strategy in the chaos, if you learn and you have a technique or you have something that fights back the chaos, if you've been training in the chaos the entire time, chances are when the chaos hits, you're at home. You're like, this is like no other, this is just like another quiz for me. This is like another exam for me. This is like another test for me. This is Tuesday. Every Tuesday is this day, and you're not worried about it. That's how you got to get yourself comfortable. More important than going through what some people would say, reading 489 pages and memorizing it, because that's complete bull junk, as I heard, because I can't say other words. That's just complete bull. I'm just letting you guys know. If that was the case, I would tell you to do it that way every time, every day. And secondly, if you're going about that way, clear out your schedule for the next 8 weeks. Because that's how long it's going to take you to do it or more. And I thought you guys all wanted to get through this thing as fast as you can. So you landed at the right spot. Now you just got to get onto something that will get you through it in the 21 days. That's what we talk about. That's what we help you guys study with. That's how we help you guys in the chaos. That's how we do the live sessions. We go over the difficult parts. We show you how to do it always with the live quiz, not knowing what's going to come at you, always with the simulateds, always with Brandy always does, what do they call that? Mixed. Yes. Always mixed, never always on one topic, right? Always mixed up. So that way you get used to that. We got course videos. We got live exam sessions. We got all member sessions. We got small group tutoring. We got one-on-one tutoring. We got it all 20% off the first month right now. Books for sale, SIE 6 and 63. We got something for the series 63. 65 is in the works. Community, Kona community on the Discord. Post questions, get answers, get into the community where you guys can not study alone. 951-290-3077. That's where you can reach us at, call or text. And we also got an email, KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat. We got Instagram, all that great stuff. Check us out. All right, tomorrow we got a full schedule. We got the series 63 right after study hall. Study hall, that Brandy loves the study hall because you can just do your studying.
Yep.
She answers your questions and it helps out erase a lot of confusion. So attend that study hall, get your studying in, make sure, hey, it's a great way to make sure you at least to get an hour in.
That is true.
63 live, 26. We got all of the laws tomorrow. And then that'll be on Zoom. So make sure that you check your email already. The reminders already hit your email box. We'll see you there tomorrow. All right. You ready to go?
Yes.
Let's do test taking techniques Tuesday. Rules to test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did it come from. Look, see, we already teaching you in the chaos, right? We don't even tell you what exam we're taking these questions out. Why? Because it doesn't matter. The techniques hold fast in any multiple choice exam. Really, honestly, any multiple choice exam. We teach this stuff to our kids. It is all about the technique. It is all looking for those patterns. It's all looking for those opposites. All the stuff that Brandy observes. Watch what she does. Some of the time she doesn't even read the question and gets the answer right. We're going to show you how to master that. It is a great way to get some answers right, even when you don't know the content, because it's going to happen. This is the difference maker. All right. How do you get good at anything? Rule number 2, we want you to practice 10 questions right after 10 question flash quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought, no double thinking, no rereading, no overthought, no nothing like that. All you're going to do is just go bam, bam, bam. You're just going to practice these techniques. Look, you might fail. Mm-hmm. You might hit the old leg while you're trying to go do a layup. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't stop you from being the number 1 scorer in the league, right?
Right.
Next thing you know, you're getting traded to the Lakers. Might be 25 years old and overweight, but no one cares. You're a winner. You went to the finals. But it's because you didn't give up. You practice. You practice.
That's right.
Very excited about that, by the way. All right, let's go.
I can tell.
Yeah. Someone's got to win for the big guys.
So, I did forget to record me pulling questions this week. I did forget.
Oh.
So I did not do that. I know we said last week we were going to do it, but guys, this is what I did. I started trying to read, but I'm in the midst of writing a book right now. So, I did see that said and, that said or, that said and, that said and. I clicked on that, and that's the answer.
All based on that. Look, that's the only reason she picked it. So if you were reading more into it, thinking too much. And
honestly, logic here. What are you going to keep track of the 2 or the 3 and all the bird? You're not going to keep track of any of that. So I'm just going to do it when I open the account, when I update. Do what? I don't know. Just that.
There you go.
See? Keep it simple.
On to the next.
All right. Numbers, right? We've got 10 is our lowest. 90 is our highest. And then 30 is our third. Now, I tested this and I was like,
yes, sir.
Because we kind of joked around, right? We're like, it's not always.
Right.
So I looked and I looked at this and I was like, it is, dude. It's the third.
There you go.
And because I knew the answer, but I was like, is it going to be the third? I don't know. And just to prove my point, the very next question was yet another number-based question. This one actually is math. This one's memorizing a day. This one is math-based. So I saw 3 being the lowest, 12 being the highest, 6% being the third. I just clicked on it, didn't even read what the question was about, and it worked. Those 2 questions were back to back when I pulled questions.
Oh, question. You probably want to see the question.
Math. This one is math.
Right.
This one's math.
Who's not good at math? Pretty much everybody.
Sorry.
There you go.
But do you guys see that? Like, out of a 10-question quiz, 2 number questions back to back, and both of them are the third. It's worth it. It's worth to look at.
That's why you attend this. So that way you don't make yourself sick like you got the flu. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I mean?
I hate that. All right. Okay. So then I like to look at this. There's I could look at the front, but honestly, the back end of these answers were more appealing to me. And I saw foreign government and foreign government. And then I saw US government, right? But then I looked over here and I saw withholding and withholding. So
it's either between the 2.
Right. So like these 2, but B is the double dip,
Yes.
right? And I'm going like this, and I'm like, I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, oh man, they all sound good, but I'm just gonna go with the technique, and that was the answer.
There you go. Just because sometimes we do have the 1, 2, 3, 4s. You got to check out those episodes. Be on every night. You never know. Could be on Thursday. We knock those out too.
We do. The reason why I'm just going to speak to it real quick. The reason why I don't usually do a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 questions on the brew.
Not on test taking techniques Tuesday.
Well, and because the FINRA test, the SIE, the 6, the 7, the 20, well, I think the 7 has a little bit, the 26, they don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions on the actual exam. They're more just in your Q banks.
Yeah, Q banks more or less focus on that. The real exam doesn't have too many, right, or if at all.
Exactly.
And we focus on real exam stuff.
Yeah. But you know what? If you're going to be on next week, Jessica, I will bring them on. All right.
There you go.
I have Options Clearing Corporation, which sounds like it'll have options. Department of Justice. Isn't that like court stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And then financial industry, right? Okay, that's us.
Right.
Right. And then New York Stock Exchange.
That's a place.
That's a place. And we're going to do some exchanging, right? So I looked at this, and it says blah blah blah, rights, rules, regulations. Okay, but who it does not enforce the rules. Who enforces rules when it comes to trading securities?
Well, it's not the place, the New York Stock Exchange. It's not the Options Clearinghouse, and it's not the Department of Justice. Just out of just eliminating. If you weren't even clear on it, that's how I would have done it. I would have just said, well, it's not any of the other three, obviously.
Exactly. I just matched the concepts.
Could it be the regulatory authority?
Yes.
Probably.
I do call them big dog. Well, I teach it. Call them big dog. Call them the enforcer. The enforcer. Okay.
C and D. C, D. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I have to laugh at this question. I made a note to make sure I pointed this out. There is an and. There's also an and in B, C, and D.
Right.
Now, grammatically speaking, we don't actually need the and, comma, therefore.
Right. Therefore, and, comma, therefore, right, comma.
So this is all kind of unnecessary. So this is where I always think that
B, C, and D are wrong because they're just stupid.
Well, no.
Oh, sorry. That was just me speaking out loud.
Okay. This is what I think. This is where I think that this particular brand, this provider's question banks, watches our Studying Brew, because they're like, I'm going to prove you wrong about the ands, and I'm just going to throw extra ands in there just to prove you wrong. But honestly, it was the answer.
Right. The other three, come on. You're not fooling anybody. That's just bad grammar. That's somebody that was trying to get out of the office for a burrito. They're like, go through those questions.
Those are so unnecessary.
Kona is doing this. We need to make it a little confusing. And that guy's like, dude, I'm not missing out on Taco Tuesday.
Exactly.
And therefore, done.
Right. And so, yeah. And that was it. That was all 6 questions.
Oh, I was getting in my analogy there. I thought you had another one. So I was like, I'll cut it off.
I know, me too. I was all excited.
That was it. We did it.
It's all 6 questions.
Yeah. Taco Tuesday. Getting out of this office, adding the and therefore. Look, sometimes it is that simple. If you just see that it's like written so poorly, it's probably not the answer. Our laws and regulations usually, are they written poorly? No. Usually they spend the time to make sure it's very clear. Why? Because it's a law, it's a rule,
it's regulation.
And if there's a error like that, guess what can't happen? They can't prosecute you for violating it. Right? Laws are like that, kind of. You know what I mean? Right. Like they have to be very clear. So if the answers look suspect, like somebody who clearly is trying to get out of the office for Taco Tuesday,
or try to prove Kona wrong,
they're probably wrong. Those are probably not the ones. Those are not the droids you're looking for.
No,
they're not. So go with the one. Yes, it can be that easy. Don't overcomplicate the system. Even on those 1, 2, 3, 4s, you know what I'm saying?
It's
the same thing. It's the same concept. The same thing. We have demonstrated it before. 1, 2, 3, 4s, same thing. Don't overcomplicate that whole process.
It's just words.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on for members tomorrow. We'll be back same bat time, same bat channel for the Studying Brew. We're gonna have I don't
Wild
know.
Card Wednesday.
Wild Card Wednesday, aka Brandy
Doesn't know yet.
doesn't know yet, but we'll have something for you, and it's gonna be good. It could be.
It will be good.
Maybe it'll be a whole night of 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Maybe all of the questions will be 1, 2, 3, 4, just to show you how easy they are. Who knows? You never know.
That's a good idea.
Who knows?
Who knows?
You got to be here. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friends' sites. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you guys. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.